Hi guys, Martin88 here and welcome back to another FIFA 22 video, and today we are looking at the best icon attackers to be using in the game right now. Sorry for the delay on this one, it should have came straight after the midfielders one, but I've just been really busy with coaching and Patreons, Discord, other stuff like that. So yeah, it just wasn't time, to be honest. But we're here now and we are going to go through it. It's probably the most exciting section of the pitch, so let's get straight into it. And I will start in so-called like reverse order. Now, this is only me picking out like the best of the best, and there will probably be names that you're thinking, oh, I'm surprised that he's not in there, but there would be reasons for that. So if you want to know, get in the comments and ask me and I will tell you why. But without further ado, let's get straight in. Let's get straight in and find out who we are looking at. So the first one is going to be Samuel Eto'o. These are all going to be prime icon moments versions, okay? We're not, delving into mids and primes and stuff like that. So all prime icon moments. So Eto'o is about 600k at the moment, right? 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. To be honest, for me as somebody that doesn't really do many skill moves, my God, if this guy had a 5-star weak foot, he would be one of the best, if not the best. He's got that lean body type, so he is going to be extremely agile, extremely nippy. Obviously with Eto'o, it's his pace and his shooting that is so clinical. The balance, I'll be honest, his balance at 85 could do with a little bit of work, but you could sort that out. You could do a finisher on him, which would just completely put his shooting stats to 99 and would also turn his dribbling stats just through the roof as well. Composure is always a big deal, and at 95, he's got that in abundance. So yeah, and tagging on to the more affordable range, at 600k. So yeah, first one is Samuel Eto'o. Right. These obviously are going to be quite expensive, these players, because they're the forwards. The midfielders and the defenders that we looked at were, quite reasonable. But some of these you would have to save up for a little bit. So the next one in is Puskas, which this year they gave him a bit of a boost. Now I think it was on the weak foot, right? Now he is 1.7 million. Okay, these are all PlayStation prices, so I assume actually that they're cheaper on Xbox. However, with Puskas, he's got that rarity of the left foot, which is quite unique and quite nice. 5-star skill moves for those of you that do skill moves, and a 4-star weak foot, which is a big deal because he did have a 3-star, which made it difficult to use him, to be quite honest with you. But 4-star weak foot is good enough. And my God, look at his stats. This is another one. Like, seriously, if this guy had a 5-star weak foot, oh my life. Like, he's 1.7 million as it is. It'd be like 5, easily. So obviously pace is really good. Shooting, he is just clinical. Like 98 composure with his shooting stats as well. I mean, I could go on all day, but you can see it for yourself on the screen. It's just fantastic. What would I do with him? God, like, I don't know. I'd probably give him a Hulk. I'd probably give him a Hulk to improve the physicals and to bump the pace up. And it will also make the shot power 99. Not that it'll make that much difference, but yeah, that's what I would do with him. So yeah, obviously amazing card. Who's next? Right, okay. Now we're really starting to crank things up. So remember that I said that I'm going in reverse order, so these are going up and up and up. But before we do that, there's 2 players that aren't going to be in this list that I wanted to give kind of an honourable mention to, or otherwise I'll be sat here all day going through these players. And it was prime icon moments Butragueno and prime icon moments George Best. Remember, this is attackers, not just strikers. I had to whittle this down. I wanted to whittle it down to like 6-7 players, and yeah, they would have been the next 2 on the list, to be quite honest with you. So decent cards, very good cards actually, but not quite making my best of attackers. But this guy does, and it is Ronaldinho. Okay, now to be fair, obviously, what you've got with Ronaldinho is the skill moves, and he's got a lot of like unique animations. and the way he moves. The hairstyle's pretty cool as well for those of you that are into stuff like that. But like, he can be played across the whole. He can be cam, left wing, right wing. I'm talking like lambs, really. You could even do him striker if you really wanted to, but backing somebody up as like an attacking midfielder. I used the mid and it was really good, to be fair. So this would obviously be amazing to try and use this. I think I've heard people say this before, but they've done him a little bit dirty with his dynamic image. But yeah, it could have been a little bit better. What would I do with him? So he's obviously fantastic across the board. I have to be honest with you, I'd probably go with a Hulk again, so that the pace goes to complete 99s, the shooting, because mainly it's shot power gets the biggest boost of a Hulk, and his physicals will go up a lot. So often you can have quick, agile, tricky players, but they're quite weak. Well, putting a Hulk onto Ronaldinho is actually going to make his strength and aggression quite decent, to be fair. So yeah, just checking my pad. So the downside is he's 2.9 million, but in years gone by, that isn't too bad. Not too bad at all. Right, I've got 4 players left on the list, okay? And yes, I am doing them in a particular order. So this isn't a mistake to put this guy in next, okay? And it is Pele. Now, some of you will be like, so what have I got? So I've got 3 others to fill in here. And you'll be like, okay, so Pele isn't like the top one. No, even though he's 99. No. So one of the reasons for me is because of the weak foot, okay? To be absolute top of the tree, for me, you need a 5-star weak foot. Remember, this is personal preference. And again, if you're somebody that really enjoys skill moves and doesn't really care about the weak foot, then you might have it different. But still obviously a fantastic card. At 5'8", it's got that low centre of gravity. And in fairness, all of the stats across the board are magic, is the truth. It's going to sound boring again, but yeah, I'd go for Hulk again, because shot power is actually something that's quite important to me. So you do want to try and have that at 99. You might as well put the acceleration sprint speed up to 99 as well, and it will also boost his strength and aggression. But with Pele here, you've got like vision 99, short pass 99, which is a big deal. Composure at 98, reactions 98. And I think these are attributes that get overlooked sometimes, you know. Everyone will just look at speed and like shooting stats. But yeah, like reactions, composure, vision, probably those hidden ones that you don't look at too much. He is about 4 million coins at the moment. Right, so moving on. The next one on the list, okay, is Johan Cruyff. And he could have easily been second on my list, to be fair. But he's third. That's personal preference. But he's 5-star, 5-star. I think with Cruyff, it's always been a thing about his agility and balance. But with his prime icon moments, they've super boosted that. Like, really boosted it. So I can't believe I'm even saying this, but you'd definitely go Hulk on Cruyff, if not a Hunter. We want that shot power up, and that pace needs to go up. But that dribbling stats, he is going to feel electric on the ball. And he is 3 million. 3 million coins. So, yeah, obtainable, to be fair. Okay, down to the last 2. And I think you probably know who it's going to be. So, the first one is Eusebio, who's got SBC out at the moment. But he's probably just as cheap to buy on the market. He's like 1.8 million at the moment. So, maybe you're better off doing that. Some of you would argue that you might have Cruyff or Pele, or maybe Ronaldinho above Eusebio. It depends what you're after, but I love Eusebio just because of how clinical he is. He is just lethal, absolutely lethal. Obviously, he doesn't have 5-star skill moves, but he has that 5-star weak foot. At 5'9", he's got that low center of gravity, and the shooting stats are already there. You can just tell how lethal he's going to be. The dribbling is decent. So with Eusebio as well, the reason why I like him so much is because if you put that engine chem style on him. It boosts the pace to 99. He's actually one of very few where you don't need to touch the shooting stats at all, which is amazing. His passing will all go up because that's what engine does as well, which is the one area that does need a bit of attention. So that is going to get some attention. And also with the engine, the dribbling stats get a boost as well. Now his dribbling stats are amazing, but they'll become insane. And his agility and balance will be through the roof. So yeah, just phenomenal. And at 1.8 million, for me, that's a bargain. It really, really is. When you consider how much some of these others are going for me, Eusebio, value-wise, is the best one. Although this isn't on value. This is just on assuming you've got all the coins in the world. And you would need all the coins in the world to go and get this guy, who is the last one on the list, and its prime icon moments are 9. Now, you probably think I'm nuts, but I would still have Eusebio, but that's because I play a lot of squad battles and I don't really use skill moves. But I have used prime icon moments R9, and of course, he is very, very good. And he's one of them rare players that does have the 5-star skill moves and the 5-star weak foot. He's not small as well, which means that he doesn't get pushed about. Like Eusebio, the shooting is brilliant. So's the pace. What would we want to do? That balance needs sorting out. So you need to be looking at an engine or a finisher. I'd probably go engine, actually. Yeah. So an engine will increase the passing and it will help you sort that balance out. But it's 7.5 million coins. But yeah, there we have it, guys. There we have 7 of the best icon attackers in the game. I hope you enjoyed it, to be fair. If there's any other videos like this that you want me to do, of course, let me know. But guys, that is going to be it for today. Please drop a like on the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.